Merry Christmas. We begin with Yaban talking to Shanks about his brother, Ace. Side note, where the fuck was Gyatban when his dear son, Ace, was getting magma fisted in Marineford? Somewhere probably having a watch party, like Rayleigh. At least his brother, Shanks, kept up appearances by appearing in the end to bury him. But if Shanks is the brother of Ace, and Ace is the brother of Luffy, then Shanks is the real big brother, watching over Luffy throughout the series. By the way, Ace crossed paths with Shanks when he paid a visit to thank him for Luffy's sake, but he also met with Buggy and had a party and shit. Buggy, you know, his other brother. Yeah, let's not forget about the future Pirate King. Speaking of which, Shanks wonders if Roger's son, having his blood and everything, will follow in his dad's footsteps. But Gyatban cuts him off, saying becoming king of the pirates is not hereditary. Unlike actual royalty, you have to earn it. But I'm sure having some strong genes helps. Look at the two prominent candidates of the pirate throne, Blackbeard and Luffy. Of course, this conversation relates to King Harald and his son Loki, who is supposed to succeed him in the throne after he's gone. It's going to be very soon, cause Harald speeds up the process by starting slaughtering soldiers. He can't control his body anymore, but he can still control his thoughts. He has an inner monologue about his life and concludes that he must conclude it. He must die. We've all been there. Merry Christmas. So he orders his men to kill him. Interesting that by choosing to work for the government and not join forces with his alleged best friend Rox, they both end up meeting the same end, pretty much, at the hands of Imu, leading me to believe that the way of beating the Great One is through the power of friendship. The soldiers actually kill Harald. Well, almost. If not for a little forgotten detail. He's immortal, so salute to the fallen soldiers. But worry not, Ja Rule is here, and Loki. At the same time, Shanks explains to Scopper the full scope of Imu's operation, while showing us for the first time his lack of muscle. I'm convinced only Zoro trains in this bitch. Anyway, under the Shallow Sea contract, you can't defy their orders within a certain range. Wait, I think you skipped over the benefits there, Shanks. So you get nothing, and you're still stripped of your own will by Imu, but only inside the specific range of Mary Joa, seemingly. Because Shanks said outside the Holy Land is where he felt safe enough to talk with Harald freely. Now, under the Deep Sea Covenant, you gain inhuman strength, immortality, and the ability to travel through abyss pentagrams. But in exchange, you get voices in your head. At least it's a great one. However, that means you cannot disobey at all, since Imu can reach you anywhere in the world. Like Santa, Merry Christmas. Loki and Ja Rule pin down Harald, who now gets the chance to explain himself. He got bamboozled by the government that wants the Elbaf warriors as slave buff warriors. Harald entrusts Loki with eating Elbaf's secret treasure, a devil fruit powerful enough to slay, Merry Christmas, his father, even in this state, and wear the crown next, becoming the hero that saved Elbaf from the Mad King. The whole secret treasure business reminds me of other countries with secret stars. For example, Alabasta had the hero water that some poor guys drank to beat up Crocodile, and it did become super strong for like 10 seconds and then dropped dead while Crocodile was dying laughing in the distance. Another instance is Fishman Island's national treasure, the energy steroids that multiplied your strength while accelerating your aging. Both of them were pretty bad actually. But this time, we're talking about the Forbidden Devil Fruit, so it must be an actual worthy power-up. Maybe a more fitting parallel would be the guardian deities of nations. Again, we have Alabasta with a duo of guardian deities, the Falcon, Bell, and the Jackal, Chaka. Another example is Wano with the dog thing Devil Fruit, which Yamato ate. It was similar to the Wolf of Okami, if you ever played that game for the PS2. Okay, let me take a stab at Loki's potential Devil Fruit powers. I think he could have the mythical zone fruit of the Jormungandr, which is a big snake. He gives off that snake vibe, plus the goatee is a dead giveaway of serpents. I think Jormungandr reindeer, Merry Christmas, is depicted with a beard sometimes. Also, Ja Rule said eating this fruit would mean the end of the world. That's when Jormungandr is released, according to Nordic lore, isn't it? When the world serpent that encircles the world stops biting its tail, that's the signal for the beginning of Ragnarok, the apocalyptic war in which the gods are fated to die and the world to be destroyed. Or something like that. I need to freshen up on my Viking mythology. But Ja Rule said that about Harald eating the fruit, not Loki. What's the difference? Rox also said that he needed 2 devil fruits to take over the world, one of which was in Elbaf and should be eaten by Harald to maximize its potential. Rox specified that Harald would make it work because he's the current king of Elbaf. He was referring to commanding the frozen army of giants as well, but the two must be connected. I mean, why would the giants listen to a snake if it's not wearing a crown? Am I right? Harald loses his will completely and goes berserk, getting Ja Rule stabbed in the head before Shanks and Gyaban enter from the chimney to save the day. They buy some time for Loki, who finds the Delfruit chest, though he doesn't get a chance to open it yet, because he gets attacked by a sentient hammer. I'm trying to remember if we ever got an object moving on its own before. Well, if you consider as an object a ship, and of course Merry Christmas, traveled by herself from Water 720's lobby to rescue the gang from the bastard court. But Merry Christmas, had a spirit, a soul inside her wooden horn. So I don't think it counts. You can also get objects to move by feeding them a devil fruit, but that's cheating. Her swords have a certain bloodthirst to cut anything in their way, but they still have to be wielded by a swordsman to do it. I don't know, I can't think of anything. It's magic, the Christmas spirit. Merry Christmas.